What's happening, y'all? It's your man Flex back at it with another video. We're gonna get to this good topic about how to be bald and confident, rock it with confidence, right? Somebody told me they wanted me to talk about this topic. They asked me about this specifically, so we're gonna get into it for the people that are bald and you're still not quite confident enough to show it off. You may have to wear a beanie or a hat. You know what I mean? You don't want to show that bald head off yet. Excuse me. Or you starting to thin on the sides, right? And you still not confident to shave it all off. You're still trying to hold on to that little bit of hair that you have, right? It's okay to shave it off, okay? But we're going to get into it, right? Before we do, shout out to all the subscribers, you know, new, old, recurring. Thank y'all so much for keeping this channel alive. I told y'all I'm going to be, you know, posting more for you guys on a daily basis, or at least every week, but I'm gonna get more consistent with posting for y'all. And sometimes it's gonna be from a question that somebody asked in the comment section or on my TikTok. So, you know, I just wanna talk to y'all and help y'all the best I can, right? To help you improve in any way that I can help you do that, right? So, again, if you want to see all the new videos that I post and get notifications when I post a new video, make sure to click that subscribe button below, right? And share this channel to anybody you think it will help. So how to be confident and bald, right? First of all, you gotta understand this, right? Honestly, yeah, confidence does come from within yourself, right? But you also gotta understand this, y'all. Like, bald is always gonna be in style, right? Bald is better than balding. I've said this before on my TikTok. Bald is always better than balding. Balding means that you're holding on to your hair. It's thinning and everybody can see it, whether you thin it from the sides. That's how most people start to go bald, is you start to thin from the sides and it keeps going backwards. That was my case, right? But you got to understand that it's worse, way worse, if you hold on to that little bit of hair that you have, right? As opposed to, or instead of just letting it all go, being confident in a clean shaved head. You're not holding on to any hair that's barely there, right? When you commit to that bald, you know, look, complete bald look, it's sexy. It's sexy to a lot of women. A lot of women find it very attractive. I'm telling you right now. And it's a cleaner look too. It's timeless. It's a timeless aesthetic look, meaning that, you know, you never really gonna, once you shave your head, you're never really, that's the ultimate sign of aging, right? Like, meaning that, so the reason why I say that is because once you shave your head, you can look still younger, right? Like, you can have a clean shaved face. I don't really recommend that. If you have a bald head, grow that beard out, or at least like a stubble or goatee. If you can't grow a full beard, it's gonna make your face look a lot better, and you'll actually look younger when you shave your head, rather than if you keep that little bit of hair that you have in the thin sides, right? And having to throw on that Beijing, the Beijing or the whatever you call it, the I guess, is it coloration, like coloring the head or coloring the hairline to make it look dark, but it's not your real hairline. I don't even know what that's called. I just be hearing people do it, and I've never done it. I just, you know, I'm not saying that everybody got to be like me, but I decided to just shave it all off, you know, because I got tired of looking silly, you know, and stupid, you know, like, in my opinion. I just got tired of looking a certain way. And what I will say is that it takes time to develop that confidence, though. So I'm not getting down on y'all, you know, coming down on y'all because y'all not confident to shave it off, right? Because it do take time. It took me time to get confident in my bald look, right? But the first time I shaved my hair completely was when I was 19. Now, I didn't necessarily need to, but it was well, it kind of was time. It started going back when I was 19. Like it started thinning, but I could get away with doing a buzz cut. But I just was like, look, man, Michael Jordan did it, The Rock do it, you know, whatever, you know, and I'm black, so it worked for them. Why not, you know, Morris Chestnut? Why not me, right? Like I'm gonna just rock with it, and because I'm tired of looking silly, you know, and I can grow a beard, so let me just do it, right? And that's really what it boiled down to. It really boiled down to, you know, how to be confident or bald and confident, right? It really just boils down to being confident in the choice that you make, right? And owning that, and it really is aesthetically pleasing to a lot of women. A lot of women really do have a thing for bald men, you know, contrary to popular belief. And you may see on TikTok or on other platforms where they say, oh, that's why he's going bald, that's why I didn't like. But a lot of women actually do like bald-headed men. They find it very attractive, very appealing, sexy, and mature, grown and sexy look. A lot of women are into that. Even younger kind of women, like in their 20s, they actually really like that shit, you know. So, and you do have to have, I mean, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, you know, you have to have a certain shaped head, right? But most men that are bald, they have the right head shape for it. And maybe, look, you know, everything happened for a reason. You know, God, the universe, make it to where it's like that. It's supposed to be, you're supposed to be bald, right? But most bald dudes, they can rock a bald head. It looks good on them and for them, right? And you have to be confident and know that. Walk around with your head held high. Do I have a thing against men who wear hats or beanies to hide it? Well, beanie in the cold, that makes sense, you know what I mean? Because you know, cover that dome up in the cold. But wearing a hat or a snapback or whatever, a cap, all the time to hide it. And it's not to say that they try to hide it. Maybe they're just trying to style it, right? So you have some times where they're just trying to style that bald head. But there are a lot of times where a lot of dudes want to hatfish, and that's even worse, because once you take that hat off and they notice it, if you always wearing a hat, you've been dating a girl, you've been, you know, and women, comment below, because I know I have women subscribers. Comment below, do you like men with bald heads, right? And I guarantee you a lot of women in the comment section are gonna say yes, right? Or at least as long as it look right or you grow facial hair. But most women are gonna say yeah. But if you going out with a girl and y'all been going out for like a month or two, and you always wear your hat, you never ever, you're intentionally trying to hide that bald head, you intentionally are not trying to show it, she's gonna see you without that hat eventually, bro. You know what I mean? So like, either she gonna like it or she not gonna like it, and she gonna ghost you because she ain't like it, and it is what it is. But honestly, I'm gonna be completely for real with you. Most of the time, women ain't gonna have a problem with a bald head. That is the least of their concerns. I mean, it'll even be to the point where, like, you'll see like a list of like hairstyles for men, right? From least desired to most desired, right? Like, it'd be a whole bunch of other crazy, weird hairstyles that women would say they hate. But most of the time, they're not gonna have a problem. It'll be a bald head, or a buzz cut, or bald head, right? Some women are gonna pick that, or they're not gonna have a problem with it. They're not gonna have a problem with the bald head. Like, you can't really go wrong with a bald hairstyle, bald cut. And again, it shows confidence, it shows leadership, it shows masculinity. And it is very attractive and sexy to a lot of women, right? And so you just have to understand that, you know, that is something that you can rock as long as you are confident in yourself. That's what it boils down to, being confident. And that takes time. You know, that takes a lot of time. And inner work, right? And yes, you can, because a lot of people going to work to Turkey, they want to do that route, and I ain't got nothing against that. Listen, if you don't mind getting pinched with a lot of needles, and I know I got a ton of tattoos, so I can't talk about getting pinched with needles, right? But like, if you cool with that and you're cool with the healing process and the healing journey of that, and you got the money for it, you got your passport, by all means do it. And maybe there's a cheaper option or route to stay in the country, but a lot of people go to Germany or Turkey, whatever it is, and they get that work done, or they get the hair transplant. But I think we're entering into an era where, honestly, bald has always been in style, but like, a lot of people are going bald now, even earlier than they used to. So it's kind of like women are just like, okay, it is what it is. As long as he is confident with it and he looks good with it or whatever, right? Like, he can grow a beard, So my suggestion is to try going bald completely first, at least for a couple of weeks. And also, not only go bald, but commit to it and show off that dome. Don't go bald and then wear a hat all the time, right? Don't go bald and wear a hat all the time. Go bald, show it off for 2 weeks, walk around the mall, the grocery store, go to the same places that you've been going with that receded hairline and everything thinning. The gym, everywhere, the club, wherever you've been going, shave it off and get it out of your system. Get to the point where you are comfortable. You can't get comfortable with a bald head if you're not showing it off. See, when you show it off, you already are developing a sense of confidence, and it's kind of like ripping the Band-Aid off or whatever it may be. That's fully committing to it, right? You're not still holding on to that idea of what you once were, and also you are confidently showing it off to the world, and you're becoming more comfortable with it, with the decision, right? So that means that you're open to it, to the world, and you're not hiding it. You know what I mean? Because when you're hiding something, you're not quite confident. And something like that in particular, when you're hiding that bald head, you're still not confident, right? And then over time, it'll get to a point where if you want to just you like how you look with it, you want to keep it that way, especially if women are saying they like it, or, you walking around like a normal person, everybody looking at you like a normal person, like, then over time, you will get more confident. A month will go by. You'll keep shaving. You'll start getting shaving cream. You'll start getting shaving gels and all that stuff, right? A few months will go by. You get more confident. A year goes by. 6 months to a year go by. Now you really confident. And before you know it, you ain't even think about the hair transplant. Maybe later on down the line, you want that, and it's cool. But before you know it, and that was the progressions that I took, right? I started getting more and more confident with it, right? Especially if you can grow a beard. You can grow a beard. Oh, you got it. If you can grow a beard, cool. But again, it's nothing wrong with wearing a hat or a cap, to style it. But just don't let that be a mechanism to, because you're not confident in showing that shaved head off to the world, and you're not confident within yourself for that head, that bald head, right? So that's all I got to say about it. You know what I mean? Leave some comments below what you think. If you bald, what's your bald head journey been like? You know what I mean? Products that you use maybe to help other people that are thinking about shaving, or they want the best, I guess, head routine, scalp routine, because you do have to have a good routine. right? And how often do you shave? You know, that matters as well. Ladies, like I said in the comment section below, let us know what you think. Do you like a bald head? Do you like a bald head with a beard? You know, let it be known in the comment section, right? But don't forget to click the subscribe button below if you want to see more videos and if you want to join this community, this channel. Thank y'all so much for tuning in. It's Flex, and I'm out.